Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online, and in the last episode, I kind of finished everything up in this area, and I'm being prompted to move east. However, I did leave one quest behind here to the west, so I'm going to go do that quickly by returning to Lynn here, and then we'll get going. And as I make my way over to that quest objective, it's a reminder to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Keeps me motivated to keep producing these videos for you. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and 75% of you who watch the videos are not subscribed, so we need to fix that. I work hard for this, and all I ask in return is for a subscription, which costs you absolutely nothing. Alright, so I need to come all the way up here in order to scout that area, patrol the area. Let's roll. Man, I have so much work left to do in Lord of the Rings Online. Season after season, and it feels like I never get closer to the end. Not that I'm trying to get to a finish line, but... Oh, this is going to be the treasure cache, right? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to do the treasure cache at the season finale when I do all the deeds. That way I do everything kind of together. Oh no, am I able to get up there? I don't think so. Let me go ahead and dismount and get on my regular mount. That way I have a little bit of finer control over my movements here. Especially when I'm up so high, I don't want to go flying off an edge anywhere. I think I can kind of come up through here. There we go. Get up there. Oh, come on. I think if I ride the edge here, I can just barely make it up there. There we go. Dol Branor has been seized by Corsair sentries, so I need to defeat a lot of these enemies. And since I leveled up to 109, these guys don't automatically aggro on me anymore. Which is a blessing and a curse, because it makes the content very easy. But I also don't get any experience. But the plus is that I can just go wherever I want and not have to deal with any unwanted aggro. That's always nice. I forgot that this region is like super laggy and I have to very carefully build my gambits. Not just hit my buttons quickly like I normally do. Very frustrating as a warden to deal with even just a tiny bit of lag. I'm gonna try not to complain about it too much. It's probably gonna be a persistent issue for the whole season, but you guys don't need to hear me complain about it for 30 episodes or however long this season takes. Okay, so we're done with that. Unfortunately, I can't use my swift travel because it's on cooldown. So let me get the war steed going. And I'll probably fast forward this part.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
High ground or not, I hope the Corsairs and Haradrim know to keep away from our beacons now. Should they be foolish enough to attempt to reclaim it, I shall call upon your aid once more. You have my thanks. Okay, excellent. So I think now I am finally ready to leave this area behind and continue my journey east. So first, let me head south out of here. Gotta cross the river. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, this is right. Let's see. Yeah, looks like I'm headed towards that little camp. Let me war steed it up. I'm gonna need to cross the river. I guess there's a crossing a little bit further east. We just follow the river's edge for now. There's the bridge. Can I make it on my war steed with this lag? I will try. That was very anticlimactic, but we made it. You know how it is. Okay, made it to this other little outpost.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
You say you have come from Sarnhad? I am glad that it is not yet met with a grim fate as so many others have. I saw the smoke rising this morn, but could not tell which of our settlements had fallen to the Corsairs. Okay, so yeah, he's got his little ring there.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I am not certain what to make of your presence here, traveler. Am I to be concerned that the war marches closer to our doors this day? Or am I simply fortunate to have one as well equipped as yourself to visit our village? You tell Barkir of Erenir's suggestion that you travel north then east to meet the warriors near the enemy's holdings outside of Pelargir. Ah. So, that is it then. I'm afraid I cannot offer you much in the way of aid in your journey beyond a cooked meal and a firm bed, but my friends in Malbarth may have yet more to ask of you. Of course they do.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
I bid you welcome to Malbarth, traveler. If you have made it this far north, the Corsairs must be wary of you. For my part, I miss the bright, peaceful days that were once common in Lebennin. With the darkening of the sky, I do not see how any can be happy. Strange things have been afoot near our homes, and I fear that we will soon be forced into this war. I would ask you to remain here a moment if you would seek to aid me.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
It is good that you have come to us, Gippin. This war has brought few ills to the people of Malbarth, but with each passing day, we seem drawn closer to the invasion on the coast. Men lurk in the trees just beyond our sight. In the dark of this morn, I slew one attempting to pillage my home, and where there is one Corsair, there shall always be more. We are not weak folk, traveler, but we are few. If you would aid us in driving them back for even one more day, we would all be thankful. I think there's going to be more quest rings up here.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
I have heard word from Ost Engelbed that Lornost fell to the Corsairs. Their stone walls did nothing to repel the Corsairs in Haradrim, much less those horrible half-trolls. What hope do we have? I'm sorry, traveler, I do not wish to speak more of this. Right, anything up there? Doesn't look like it. What about in here? Can't go in there. Where's this person? Avarith, northwest of Malbarth. Have to defeat these Corsair scouts here. I'll fight any that I encounter along the way. Thankfully, they're not that scattered, it looks like. Need one more. Let me go to that quest ring a little bit further up.
Well met.
I refuse to believe our end comes so soon. Have even the most devout people of these lands dismissed the tales of old? I will not abandon hope while the sisters still watch over Lebennin.
What news do you bring, traveler?
I would like to share something with you, my friend. There is a practice among my people to honor the sisters of Lebennin with the tribute baskets given to the river's current. Many of our people observe the tradition, yet most do not believe as we do. The sisters of the Gilrain has long brought peace to these lands, a certain harmony even amidst trouble. I can think of no better time to pay tribute to her than for keeping us from harm in the darkest of days. If you would help me craft a few of our traditional baskets from materials in the Malbarth, my folk would certainly hold you in highest regard.
Well met.
It has been told that there were once sisters who watched over the lands of Lebennin, each of them inhabiting one of the great rivers. 5 sisters there were, but long has it been since any of them has shown their faces to our people. The sisters of the Gilrain is said to watch over our lands here in Malbarth, and few venture to the forest upriver, for we consider them sacred. In your time in Lindhir, did you learn of the sisters? You tell Avareth of your meeting with Roaming Star and the power she wielded over the river Gilrain. Even I begin to doubt you, Kippen. If you speak true, it will be a time of great upheaval and rebirth in Lebennin. Go back to the others, you must tell them of our sister's return. That's gotta be annoying, right? Like, you've grown up your whole life here, sending baskets to these sisters and praising them and telling stories and keeping their memory alive, and never seen any hint of them. And then this stranger's like, oh yeah, never been here before, but yeah, saw the sister the other day. It's kind of like the guy who's played the lottery every day for 40 years or whatever, and his neighbor played for the first time and won. It's kind of like one of those. Let me gather some cloth here.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
I am grateful you have driven them back once more, Kippen. We enjoy peace here that few others in Lebennin can claim in these dark times, and through your aid we shall be free of those raiders for another day. I gotta tell her the story. You are not of our lands, traveler. For what reason would I believe such a tale? Fair enough. Alright, so Lendithil. Is it this lady? Yep. In these dark times, perhaps the sisters have returned to watch over us. Let me go back to the northwest by the river.
Well met.
You have done us a great service by honoring our traditions, Kippen. Let us hope that our tribute and need for hope shall urge the sisters of Gilrain forth from wherever she and her sisters have gone.
I greet you, friend.
You are the first we have known in ages who claims to have seen one of the sisters, much less spoken to one. If you could call her forth before my folk, I do not think that the darkest night could break our spirits. Disturb the pile of stones we have placed at the river's edge, and perhaps she will honor us by revealing herself. The pile shifts slightly and trembles, but Roaming Star does not appear.
Well met.
Do not worry, my friend. I still believe you, and I would have my folk do the same. I shall tell them of her return to our lands and inspire hope in my kin. I think it is time you return to Barkir, Kippen. The war in the east only worsens with each passing moment, and you are needed there. So that's probably going to vector me over here. There's also this little area. Wonder what that is. I'm sure we'll find out soon.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
The sisters have returned? I'm still not certain I can believe one so new to our lands, but I wish it true. Now then, we must speak of the conflict in the east.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
You have brought much hope to my people, Kippen. Although we wish to distance ourselves from the troubles of Lebennin, we cannot deny that soon the war shall come to us. In the hills to the east lies the settlement of Ost Engelbed. There, and it is there that you must go. The Lord has gone, but the steward and his men hold against all of the forces outside of Pelargir. They would be aided greatly by one such as you, and should they fail to hold the beacon, the rest of Lebanon would soon fall. Go swiftly to Ost Engelbed in the east and follow the hills, for the roads are unsafe as of late, even for a warden. Not for a level 109 warden, in which the enemies cannot aggro unto. But I guess it's an easier route to go through the hills, in terms of just cutting the distance. Yeah, very nice not having to worry about the aggro. Looks like a pretty big place. Alright, I've made it. Interesting, there's like this court out here, but I guess the city proper is in there. It's a huge place. Nice. Kind of giving me a little bit of Rohan vibes. The music and the fact that there's like a central hall, if you will.
What is the meaning of this?
Why have you come here, traveler? War is at our doorstep, and soon the threshold shall be crossed. I will not beg your aid, warden, but if you wish to stand against the darkness alongside my men, I will see you rewarded.
Why do you interrupt me?
Chief among the threats facing Ost Engelbed is the War Master of the nearby Haradrim. He leads a substantial force and it grows by the day. Already Lornost has fallen to their warriors, and their riders gloat in the fields, the arrogant lot that they are. They think themselves safe because of the half-trolls they command, but even those foul creatures that could only be the Dark Lord's designs cannot protect them now. We have taken enough prisoners, Kippen. It is time for a show of force. Travel to their camp and confront their War Master. Perhaps then they shall learn that the people of Lebennin are not yet beaten.
Why do you interrupt me?
While you seek out their leader, I would ask that you take the fight to the Haradrim across the river. Their men and their trollish men are of great concern to my warriors, Kippen, and we know little of their plans. They lead siege to Lornost, and soon I fear that their attention shall turn to my people in Ost Engelbed. These half-trolls are beyond our understanding. It is said that their skin protects them from the flames. I would advise you to be cautious around them, for despite their size, they are strikingly precise with blades. Seek out orders held by their sorcerers, and leave none behind to strike against us. I await your return, Warden.
Why do you interrupt me?
For days now, we have seen the advance of our foes south of the Cerny, but few have been bold enough to cross over it. However, my men have informed me that a few of the Corsairs snuck across in the darkness of this morn and seem to be making their way towards Ost Engelbed. I will not allow the Corsair filth to take one step into my home, much less lay claim to it. Search the fields near Ost Engelbed and make them wish that they had sense to remain across the river. Okay. That's all the quests here for now. I'm not really seeing quest rings anywhere else. Let me go to the lower part of the city. See if there's anything there. There's a stable. Definitely need to open that.
These are troublesome times indeed.
And then I will set my milestone here. Let me just kind of do a quick glance. Yeah, I don't see any more quests. Okay, let me head out of the city then. Defeat Corsairs. Defeat Haradrim half-trolls. Defeat the leader. So I'm assuming that's all going to be over here. But I do need to kill these Corsair Raiders. Yep. 6 of them. Not too bad. I know I said I wouldn't complain too much about the lag, but I do just want to tell you guys that if you see me just completely messing up my gambits this season, that's probably in part due to the lag. I have just the muscle memory, you know, of pressing certain keys on my keyboard to bring up a gambit, but if the game's not registering those inputs in enough time, then things get skipped over. Alright, what else? There's that guy. Need just one more. Here's my last victim. Let me head on over to the Haradrim camp. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that bridge. Looks like the water here is pretty shallow. Never mind. See, that was another lag thing. You're probably wondering, why is he just standing there doing nothing? It's because I tried to summon my horse. And the game just wasn't having it. So it looks like either way I'm going to have to go around in order to enter the camp. Ah, that's so annoying. That's super annoying. Just let me in. Oh, God. Was I like right... was the entrance like right behind me and I started riding in the opposite direction? Yeah, the lag is pretty bad. Keep getting these half trolls here. See, I absolutely pressed my shield slam to interrupt that induction, but the game just didn't do anything with it until it was too late. Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't complain, but I also get embarrassed when I'm doing terrible in the battles and I feel like I need to justify myself, but I'll try to improve on that. This Haradrim does not appear to have any orders. So I guess I should be searching the bodies. I'm gonna gather everybody here. Man. Wow, that's really bad. Obviously, nothing I can do about this. Is this normal? Is this how Central Gondor is? Or is this... Nah, this is not on my end. Not at all. Okay. Let me search this guy. He also does not have any orders. So what do I need? I need Sorcerer. Then another Haradrim. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on the Sorcerers. That's all I need. Although I do need another half-troll. Alright, let me search that guy. Hopefully he'll have orders. Nope, no orders. Let me go towards the little quest rings. Looks like there's a upper level here. Let me call the leader. There he is. Waradi. Ah, you challenge me here amongst my men? Your wish is to die, I shall grant it. So, I didn't find any orders, but I guess I'm still ready to go back. What's down there? Oh, this is the epic quest. Should I go down? I think I'm gonna go down there before I return to town, and then I'll just swift travel with my milestone skill. I think that's the most efficient way to do it. Let's go. Man, I can't believe my Hobbit is 109. You know what? You know what's kind of embarrassing? I don't even know what the level cap is anymore. I think it's like 130. 130, maybe. 140? Is it 140? I have no idea. I'm so far away from endgame that I don't even bother thinking about those things. Either way, I know I'm getting kind of close to it, honestly. But whenever I get too caught up like this and all the quests turn gray, then obviously I'm not getting any experience, so it slows everything down. It's dropping a little bit of frames there. Oh wait, where am I going? Up here. Here I am rambling about levels and just riding past all my objectives. Ah, man, I gotta ride all the way around until I find a little entrance. What? Am I going crazy? I feel like I've gone all the way around. I just didn't see a way in. Nah, I didn't go all the way around. I was just being hasty. Whoa. What's going on here? Discovered the camp of the Grey Host. Wow. Crazy. You have found Thorongil, and he is, as you suspected, Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
We will see if there is any of Thorongil still within me, I suppose.
It is good to see you again, my friend. I see you have been doing good work throughout these lands. To my sorrow, my errand has driven me with such speed that I could not slow my pace over much to help the good people of Gondor, and I fear that there are many sad stories behind me. It is time now to try and prevent another. Now we will see if there is any of Thorongil still left within me, I suppose. We must stop the Corsairs here.
Let us storm the city and retake it from our enemies.
Wow, okay, so we're ready to do some battles here. The Corsairs have occupied the city, looting and pillaging from the moment their fleets left the decks of their ships. Let us storm the city and retake it from the enemies. They have burned most of Gondor's fleets, but they will not retain the port. So this is an epic battle. Retaking Pelargir and... okay. And then let me do the introduction here. And this is already vectoring me to Eastern Gondor, but I don't think I'm going to be there anytime soon. I think there's still a lot of work to do around here. We can delay no longer, my friend. My men and I must make our way to the east, to the aid of Minas Tirith. Aragorn's voice suddenly grows quiet. Many of our number shall sail upon the ships that survived the Battle of Pelargir, but none are to know of this, Kippen. You must swear to me that you shall tell none of our passing upriver. Lord Angbor shall travel overland, and I would ask that you join his host as he passes through the upper Lebennin and Lothernok. Meet him and his men in Pelargir near the eastmost gate. I shall need every able warrior I can muster for the coming battle. May your journey be swift. So I'm assuming that is theoretically after doing the retaking Pelargir quests. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go turn in these other quests. And then we'll figure out where to go from here. But it sounds like I need to be doing some epic battles. Which I had a lot of fun doing those in Helm's Deep. That was a lot of fun. I know a lot of people complain about the epic battles, but my experience so far has been positive. Alright, let me turn these in.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm glad you have thinned their numbers, even if you're unable to provide us with their plans. We shall have to keep a close eye on them, it seems. And those half-trolls, by the way you describe it, they seem to honor the Haradrim sorcerers above all. We may never know if it is a loyalty or fear that motivates them. I'm thankful that my men can keep their posts here while we have one as skilled as you patrolling the fields.
I beg your pardon.
I have no patience for these snakes, Kippen. I hope that all his men saw his resolve falter when you confronted him. If you can defeat their war masters, I have hope that you will aid us in driving all the Haradrim and their Corsair brethren from our lands.
What is the meaning of this?
Let that be a lesson to them, Kippen. With such a paltry force, I must wonder why they even bothered. Here's your reward, as I promised.
I beg your pardon?
Rumors surround these men, known as the heirs of Casimir, for his name was once held in great regard in Gondor, at least by some. There was a dark time in our history known as the Kinstrife, when our people fought amongst themselves to determine who was the true claimant to the throne. Casimir and his followers forced the opposition from these lands and soon ruled in Pelargir, but he was killed years later. The Kinstrife's ending was a bloody one, Kippen, and as long as it has been, many of the wounds between brothers have never fully healed. I have heard my own folk talk of them, and I grow more curious as to what they believe these heirs seek in Gondor. Alright, so it's a good stopping point for this episode, and I'll continue in the next one. We'll see where the game takes us. Thanks for watching. See you then.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.